Hey guys, welcome on back. Today I've got a video involving the Cub here, the Woods 42C brush mower, and this box. Okay, to better illustrate what has been going on, and we'll just call it the belly mower from now on. It's pretty bare bones when it comes to belt routing. The only thing that is in place is this C bracket here. And I've seen different ways, but my understanding it's on backwards right now. You can see that there's nothing that stops the belt from going to the drawbar pulleys all the way up here to the main pulley. So there is a lot of belt shake, we'll call it. All right, looking at the back of the Cub, you can see we have our drawbar with the pintle hook mod. And what we also have here is the drawbar pulley assembly. Probably not called that, but I'm going to call it for now. You'll see this drop bar right here. And what this drop bar does is, for the finish mower, there's a single attachment that comes back, or a single rod that comes back and sticks in here. And for the height that you want to mow, you want the back of your deck to be, is where you put it on this bar. The other thing you'll see is there's two pulleys, and they're both at an angle. One's set higher than the other right now. You start looking a little bit closer, you'll see there's these two vertical bars that I've welded into place. One right here and one over here. Now those interact with the back of the Woods mower where it Y's off, and there's a simple bolt that goes into each of those spots. I've burned 3 holes into it to adjust, once again, that rear height. Now, like I said, this mower was set up, or this tractor was set up with the finish mower Woods mower deck, which is kind of cobbled together to begin with. I've been running it with the belly mower right now, the brush hog, and I've had the problem of the belt coming off. And I'm getting a lot of belt lash right here, coming down from the PTO to the pulleys, and then straight ahead to the belly mower pulley itself. Typically you just adjust your pulleys here on the drawbar and tighten it up, take that slop out. But it's past that point, and I'm sure my belt has stretched out a little bit. This is where the box from birchstoretractors.com comes into play. I've been doing a lot of searching. I think I've got it narrowed down. Let's crack open this box and see what's in it. What I've got in the box: the advertised correct drawbar pulley assembly for the Woods 42. What I'm going to do is take this over to the tractor and take the old one off, start fitting this one up. Alright, my pulley assembly is currently held on by 3/4 inch bolts, 4 of them, 2 on each side with a nut. So go ahead and remove those. The other thing I'm going to end up having to do is can these pulleys from this deck over to the other one. So we'll get around to that. Alright, one thing I just checked off camera was to ensure that these plates matched up with the new drawbar, and they do. Let's harvest these off. Alright, I'm going to get something to clean this off. But you can see the bolt is basically a bolt with a washer and another bolt kind of welded to the side of it to keep it from spinning in that trough. Move this for a minute. Okay. That goes in so much easier than the other one. Looking at it, this looks to be right. What I'm not taking into account is the size of the pulley. It actually sticks out and is more in line with the end of the drawbar. My pulleys might be a little bit too small, so I'll reference some more material, see what size the pulleys need to be. But you can see that the center of the channel here is a little bit offset from the center of this pulley. That's why I wasn't taken into account for the PTO. So we'll try rigging it up with this stuff, and then if we need to get bigger pulleys, we can get bigger pulleys. But we'll go from there. So before I get too far, let me route the belt on there. Move our deck further back. And so this belt has to go underneath these pulleys like this. No, we're good. It just goes around it like that. It comes up here, has a twist to it to make it go in those pulleys. Just like that. Don't pay attention to this. That's nothing. You don't have to be concerned about that. There's that. This and this. All right, those pulleys are loose back there, so they should slide a little bit for me, which they do. One is all the way up, and the other one is not. Put this up on our touch control lever here. You can see we're almost a straight shot down, so a little bit bigger pulleys and we'd be set. But also our alignment up to the front is pretty spot on as well. And that bracket, this guy here, I'll end up flopping that over. What I'm going to do is I'm going to run the tractor and see how well this stays on there. You might pick up a little vibration, but you guys should have a good view here. Alright, well that illustrates my problem I've been having. I'll watch the video back and see where it's actually falling off at, if it's falling off at the front there or what. But I think this setup's better. Before I get too frustrated with it, it is like 8 o'clock. I'm gonna call it quits for the day, park the Cub back in the canopy, and call it a night. So I'll order a new belt, maybe do a little bit more research on the pulleys, probably get a new belt first, and then we'll go from there. But yeah, hopefully this wasn't too awful boring for y'all. As always, look for more videos on the Cub and whatever else, and yeah, thanks for watching.